Hi guys, I'm Glenyce Hughes and I get to facilitate people in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? Oh my goodness. It is summertime here in Alberta, Canada, and I've been spending so much time by the pool, and it's actually not even summer yet. It's like July, June, no, yeah, it's June, or it's early June, but it seems like summer. And I've already had my swimming pool open for a month, so truly, how does it get any better than this? Okay, so what I want to talk about with you today was competition. And if you're in the access consciousness world at all, you know that one of the 10 keys of freedom is no competition. However, what if you compete with you? Yeah, and it's something that I've been doing with myself for years, and I didn't know the wording in terms of competitive edge, but now I have that wording. And how do I have that wording? From the Advanced How to Become Money workbook. There's actually a section in here about competitive edge, and it says here, this is the piece I really liked. Do you always settle for less than other people's perception of wealth, fortune, or money? Do ya? That's because you hate competition. You won't let yourself have the best because you are trying to avoid competition. Guys, like, what would it take to choose beyond that crazy? But to me, that made so much sense because that is something that I did for a long time. I absolutely needed to fit in. I had to have the same as, I had to have the same money problems as, I had to have, I'm just laying my book down. I had to have all of those problems because I didn't want to compete with anybody. If I had everything I desired to have, oh my gosh, there was going to be problems because it was going to be energetically seen as a competition. When truly, what? Like, what? So in the past few years, as I've been changing my points of views and all of that, one of the things that has really inspired me forward is this competitive edge with me. We can't compete with anyone else, guys. It's impossible. I know a lot of people try, but you can actually only be better than you in anything. And that energy is what I've utilized. I continuously actualize more money utilizing that energy. And pardon me, I did this week's radio show all about it, so you'll find the link somewhere. I actually have a course now, like an e-course or an online course, whatever they're called. It's called Rich as Fuck. All about this, all about how to, basically the steps to continuously actualizing more money, the steps that I use to do that, and that'll link will be somewhere too, but it's like looking at that for yourself. And it doesn't even have to be about money so much, but often we will only have what other people are having around us. And it's from that place, even though you may not have ever acknowledged it or recognized it, it is from this place of you don't want to compete, you don't want to be different than, you don't want to show anybody who isn't choosing greater that something else greater is possible. What in the actual fuck crazy is that, right? Because if we're not willing to have what lights us up and what works for us, and it doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be about money or anything, but you want to look at where, if you're doing that, where are you doing it? If you'd really love to have really a luxurious, beautiful, comfortable vehicle, are you willing to choose that even if other people aren't? If you, like me, prefer to ride at the front of the airplane, are you willing to choose that even if other people aren't? If you prefer to have big, spacious home out in the country, are you willing to choose that? Or, an apartment downtown in the city, doesn't matter. Are you willing to choose what works for you even if nobody else is? Whew. And right now, this whole COVID thing going on, there's a lot of people who are choosing trauma with money, a lot of people who are choosing problems, a lot of people who are choosing lack and less than, and they have their becauses. Because they lost their job, because there's not enough money, because their business closed, because. What if we stop playing with those and we look at what would we like to have, to do, to be, to create, to actualize? In fact, on our day 4 in foundation with me, I go through a whole creation process, usually day 4 in the afternoon. The entire afternoon is to be creating, to take you through the steps to creating what you'd like to be actualizing. So there'll be a link somewhere with my upcoming foundation classes too, so you can come play. But like, what if you were willing to choose what worked for you and create it and actualize it and be your best competition, where you're continuously out creating you as if by magic. So there you go. There's some things to think about. If any of those creations or possibilities sound fun to you, I would love to have you come and play with us. And I look forward to chatting again next week.